The U.S. Bureau of Reclamation has granted us access to this site for a 3-year period to do an extensive study on the effects of hydrokinetics in a waterway. What's beneficial for this type of arrangement is that it's predictable. There's a tap turned on, at the same time the tap comes on, the power starts. There are many gigawatts of potential electricity in moving water, and they can be retrofitted at a relatively small cost compared to other renewables, the big winds, the big solars, because everything's already in place. The roads are here, the infrastructure's in place, we're close to a power line, we're close to demand. BA Systems is our design partner, and we've worked with for several years to perfect this turbine. Their support is second to none. They are in the business of building aircraft and boats and submarines, so the design of this turbine is core to their expertise.
Experts predict that by 2030, 15% of the world's energy needs could come from hydrokinetic energy. This could be a solution in many ways. People often overlook waterways that are just in their backyard, and this really provides a second use for an existing waterway.
The first step was to get the supporting structure across the canal. Crane arrives, picks up the steel structure, orients it correctly, swings it out over the canal, preset bolts and mounting hardware all in place, and it just lowers directly onto the bolts. It gets bolted down and the structure's done. It was really minutes to get it slotted in, and we were off to the races. The turbine was assembled off-site, is ready to go, so we have control over how things are put together in a clean, controlled environment. And then that unit is swung out over the canal to a point where it's ready to mate with pre-existing brackets on the support structure. Then the turbine is bolted down and in place and ready. Then the electrical connections can be run, so electrical power run through conduit that's ready to go from our power conversion system onshore and tied into the generator. Really, that's the extent of an installation day.
Well, Hinsel Phillips is excited about working in green, renewable technologies. From a construction standpoint, these turbine projects are very simple. As additional turbines are added in series during a concurrent construction schedule, production can increase. The impact on the local environment is minimal, if any.
Data collection for this project is very important. Everything that we learn, we're going to be characterizing performance, evaluating how things work, how they don't work, and we will be able to make all of those improvements, advancements, based on what we learn here. There's nothing but opportunity as far as the resource goes.
I think there is tremendous growth potential. The systems have been designed where we can really go anywhere we choose, anywhere in the world to manufacture these turbines. So when you start talking about the impact and the local impact, the national impact, it's tremendous. You're employing local workers, you're employing local contractors, you're stimulating local economies, training local technicians to maintain these turbines, because that's the other part of the equation. Once these things go in the water, you have to have boots on the ground to maintain those projects. No matter where we go, it's a win-win.
The world is taking a closer look at thermal, at coal, at oil. It's a depleting resource. What's nature providing or what has man provided in the past that can be made better, can be improved upon? The amount of power available, well, it's staggering. And as a resource that is definitely renewable, effectively water's delivery vehicle for gravity. So as long as there's rain falling, we'll have power producing.